Hello, everyone. The Practical AI Lady here. I'm Lady, the Practical AI Lady, and today I want to walk you through how to connect your Google Drive to Claude so you can create new files and analyze files and work with files in your Google Drive with Claude. So, for this, you will need a Claude account that is created using your Google account. So when you first create your Claude account, it'll give you the option to sign up using Google. I've already created my Claude account using this Google account, so mine says continue with Google. But if you're creating your Claude account for the first time, it'll say sign up with Google, and you want to go ahead and do so. And now I'm logged into Claude. All right, so let's go ahead and connect our Google Drive to Claude. So in order to connect your Google Drive to Claude, you want to hit this little plus sign here, and you will see connectors. In the dropdown, you want to hover over connectors and hover over add connector, and then select browse connectors. And these are all the different kinds of apps that you can connect to Claude and work with Claude using. I'm going to go ahead here and select Google Drive, and it's going to bring me to that app and ask me to sign in and give permission to connect the two apps together. It's going to ask me to review the privacy policy and the terms and conditions for connecting these two apps together. I'm going to hit connect or continue. And then if you're doing this for the first time, it's going to ask you for permission to allow Claude to view and access your Google Drive and create new files, edit new files, delete new files, etc. You want to go ahead and give Claude that permission by clicking the check marks and hit continue. I've already connected this in the past, and so I don't have those check mark options showing up, but you will. And now my Google Drive is connected to Claude. Now, what's the purpose of connecting my Google Drive to Claude? Well, now I can work with Google files in Claude. So, for example, let's go ahead and create a dashboard based on a Google Sheet. So in order to connect from my drive, I'm going to go ahead and hit that little plus sign, and I'm going to go to connectors, and you'll see I now have the option here to add from Google Drive. And I could search for a document here. I'm just going to go ahead and add this example budget tracker from a previous video where I did use Notebook LM to analyze a Google Sheet. And here I'm going to ask Claude, hey Claude, can you create a dashboard for this Google Sheet? And he's going to go ahead and think and then get started working on that dashboard. You can receive notifications on when Claude is done working if you would like to. And you can see here Claude is starting to work on that dashboard. And you can do this with a bunch of different files in your Google Drive. You can do this with a Google Doc. You can have Claude read over a Google Doc and offer suggestions on how to improve it. You can create a dashboard based on a Google Sheet. You can have Claude analyze a Google Sheet. There's a whole bunch of different ways that you can use this connection. So here's the dashboard that Claude created. He's broken down the total income, total expenses, and the net savings. He's offered here a breakdown and a couple of charts based on the data. And down here, he said, here's what he's included on the dashboard. And he notes here that August and September only had the top level totals of the sheet. So this covers May through July. Um, let's go ahead and have him offer some suggestions based on a Google Doc. So maybe I want him to offer some suggestions for my resume. So I'm going to go ahead again and click on this little plus sign, go to connectors, add from Google Drive, and I have the resume right here. I'm going to go ahead and connect that, and I'm going to say, hey Claude, can you offer some suggestions to improve my resume? All right, and now he's going to again give me some suggestions on how to improve my resume. All right, and then again, he will try to follow up and help me, maybe tailor my resume to something more specific. Maybe I want to ask him to help me rewrite my professional summary. All right, and now he's going to ask a couple of questions here to help me rewrite that professional summary so that it's optimized for a specific role. So maybe I want to be an AI prompt designer, and I want the tone to be polished and professional. So now he's going to he gave me 3 versions here to choose from. And I could simply just copy and paste this into the resume on my Google Drive. And down here again, he gives his recommendation and also offers to blend them together if I would like. So that's just kind of a little bit of what you can do by connecting your Google Drive to Claude. I hope this helps you out. Let me know how you use the Google Drive connector when you're working with Claude, and I'll see you in the next one.